Welcome to a critical update from the volatile Middle East. Tensions are soaring as Israel has launched a series of air attacks on Syrian military headquarters in Damascus. These strikes, including a reported drone attack, are shrouded in a complex web of regional politics, with some reports suggesting they were carried out in support of Syria's Druze minority. This dramatic escalation unfolds against a backdrop of incendiary rhetoric from Israeli officials and a deadly internal conflict raging within Syria's Druze heartland. Let's dissect this intricate and dangerous situation. The overnight attacks on Damascus mark a significant and potentially destabilizing move by Israel. While the Israeli military has offered no official comment, reports from Syrian state media and various regional sources point to Israeli warplanes targeting military installations in the capital. Adding another layer of complexity, some reports suggest at least one of these strikes was carried out by a drone, indicating a potential shift in tactics or objectives. The alleged motivation behind these strikes is deeply intertwined with the precarious situation of Syria's Druze minority. This unique religious and cultural group, while Syrian citizens, has historical and familial ties to the Druze community in Israel. In recent weeks, tensions have been mounting for the Druze in Syria, particularly in the southern province of Sweida. Sweida has become a battleground for fierce clashes between Druze factions and Bedouin tribes, reportedly fueled by long-standing grievances and competition for resources. Tragically, these internal Syrian conflicts have already claimed the lives of an estimated 250 people, a stark reminder of the fragility of the security situation within Syria. It's against this backdrop of internal strife that Israel's actions in Damascus must be viewed. Adding fuel to the fire, just days prior to these alleged airstrikes, an Israeli minister, whose name and specific portfolio we are choosing not to amplify due to the inflammatory nature of the statement, publicly called for the assassination of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. This unprecedented and highly controversial statement drew condemnation from many international observers and further inflamed regional tensions. Furthermore, there have been unconfirmed reports circulating of Israeli Druze individuals attempting to cross the border into Syria, ostensibly to join their brethren in the conflict in Sweida. While the scale of this movement remains unclear, it underscores the deep emotional and familial connections that transcend the heavily fortified border between the two countries, which technically remain in a state of war. Israel has consistently stated its commitment to the safety and well-being of the Druze minority in Syria. Prime Minister Netanyahu has previously expressed concerns about their security in the face of ongoing conflict and the potential for extremist groups to exploit the instability. However, critics argue that Israel's recent actions, coupled with the incendiary rhetoric from some officials, could be interpreted as actively inciting tensions within Syria. The accusations leveled against Israel are serious. Critics suggest that by intervening militarily and through inflammatory statements, Israel may be deliberately stoking internal divisions within Syria to justify further intervention or to weaken the Assad regime. This is a dangerous game, potentially escalating a localized conflict into a broader regional conflagration. The international community remains deeply concerned about the potential for further destabilization in Syria. These latest developments raise critical questions about the long-term implications for the region. Will Israel's actions genuinely protect the Druze, or will they inadvertently draw them deeper into a wider conflict? Could this be a prelude to a more assertive Israeli posture in Syria, particularly as the focus on Gaza potentially shifts? This is a complex and highly sensitive situation with far-reaching consequences. What do you believe?